They're feisty, fun, and forever proud to call Cleveland home. You're watching Cribs in the CLE. Josh and Maria live.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Cribs in the CLE. I'm Josh Cribs.
And I'm Maria Cribs, and welcome to Tuesday. How you feeling?
I'm feeling, you're feeling good.
I know.
She pushed me off set.
I think it's the shirt. It's all bright, so I was like, ooh, now I feel all festive.
You feel festive.
Yeah. Yours, how are you doing? I'm telling you, I wish we just had like a little meter where they can say, I'm doing great, I'm doing excellent. We ready to roll, baby.
Okay, all right.
But I'm feeling good this morning.
That's what's up, man. You should be feeling good. It's an awesome day out there. Guys, start your day with purpose.
Yes.
Yes, purpose and intention.
To be alive. When you woke up, you should have a smile on your face.
Purpose.
That's how I feel about it.
And intention.
Purpose and intention.
Be intentional.
And let's intentionally get to these stories. What's your story today, baby?
Look, I don't care what nobody says. Myles Garrett can play in the NBA. Roll this footage and then we gonna talk. This is your man Myles Garrett right here.
My goodness.
He out here on the court and he does this with so much ease. I mean, he throwing up shots, and I know this is a highlight. I know that he, look at him dunking on people. I know that he missed some here and there, but oh my gosh. Look at this guy.
He can dunk.
He reminds me of Shaquille O'Neal in his prime.
Wait a minute
He can go down low, he can drive it, he's big. He has the muscular capabilities to just body anybody in the paint.
I mean, he out there dominating.
Look at this, off the vertical.
You sure that, hold on, that rim look a little too low.
Hey,
or is he just tall?
He is 6'5". And he's jumping up there with ease. Listen, guys. When you're thinking about NFL athletes, these guys are huge guys, huge athletes, lots of talent, lots of vertical leap. Even when we used to train in the off season, man, we used to be out there dunking with ease.
Yeah.
It's something that we do. So
hold on, Josh. Let's not get it twisted. Once you make it to the professional level, you just happen to choose football, or Myles Garrett might just happen to choose football.
Correct.
They can pretty much dominate any sport.
I agree.
You swam. You had a baseball scholarship offer as well.
Yes.
So it's just, okay, you play for NFL, but trust and believe. If something was to go wrong and you want to do a career change, I mean, come on, you call the Cavaliers up, Myles Garrett, be like, hey, yo, man, you seen the footage on Cribs in the CLE.
That's what I'm saying. So
you see what I can do.
And look, Myles put that on his Instagram a few days ago, maybe a few weeks ago. And I didn't see that at first. I'm like, I follow him, so I'm looking at that one. I missed that. I'm like, hey, guy has some talent now. He can body anybody up. Nah.
So to be that solid and still have that vertical, can get up there like that?
Like who is going to like
even though the rim is right there.
Defend against him.
Babe, he right at the rim though. He right there. He just
he's not that tall. He's tall, but guys in the NBA will be taller, you know, for the majority, but his size and his strength alone.
Wait a minute, don't be pumping Myles Garrett up. We need him on the ground.
I'm just saying.
We need him on our team. Wait a minute, don't be trying to do nothing different, man. Take the video off the thing. You getting everybody pumped up.
But I'm just telling you, I don't care what nobody says. The guy can play in the NBA right now. Yeah. They could just put him, hey, go down low, we're gonna toss you the ball, just turn around and dunk on him.
Right, and he gonna dominate. Yeah. So look, okay, good story, babe.
You got one?
I got a story, okay. So I wanna ask you, have you ever heard of Usher Bucks?
Usher Bucks.
You know the singer Usher? He got slammed the other day. Apparently he went to some nightclub. Can I say strip club on daytime? Strip club morning time.
I'm saying it.
Okay. So he got slammed for allegedly using fake money.
Oh my goodness.
And some of the
Usher didn't do that.
I don't
different
believe word. Okay, some of the dance. Okay, I was gonna say thank you. Some of the dancers felt some type of way about it because
they trying to cash them joints in.
They trying to get paid, right?
They're like, we don't want the Usher Bucks.
So that's Usher right there. Everybody knows who Usher is, and that's what the Bucks look like there.
Y'all edited
They got his face on. I'm thinking like, wait a minute, now you can't be counterfeiting money like that.
Taisha, y'all edited
Come back to me real quick. Come back to me, y'all. Come back to me. Could y'all imagine me working at the nightclub, right? And I'm walking like this. I'm walking, and I'm like, I can't really dance like that. I can't be doing all the pole and stuff, but I can serve the cocktails. Okay. So could you imagine me, doing my little waiter thing, and I go over to the girls like, oh, girls, Usher over there making it rain over there in the VIP. You need to go over there and work that area. And then they come back like, Maria, he was throwing out fake $100 bills.
Fake $100 Usher Bucks. listen, this is alleged. I don't think Usher would have done that. I don't believe it.
Okay, keep rolling the pictures. Okay, roll the picture. So, so apparently, one of the dancers, she put him on blast for it.
Okay.
And then it ended up coming out that she said, "Oh, I didn't say that was all he threw. He threw some real money too, but he was doing some promotion for what's going on with him.
Okay.
And so he had threw his Usher Bucks out there too.
Okay, so he threw some stuff out there. Okay, so he did not use the fake money during the night at the strip.
I'm like, let me find out Usher cheat.
Okay.
Wait a minute now.
All right,
make it rain and then try to cash your money and pay your bills with some Usher Bucks.
You said you couldn't dance.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go to your story, baby.
Listen,
go to your
guys,
story.
I wanted to shout out my former KSU alumni, Julian Edelman. He is retiring. He announced his retirement from the NFL. I just wanted to give him a shout out. This is a former KSU guy. He's my young guy. And I say that because he came after me. Okay. And Bill Belichick put out a statement, by any measure of what constitutes an elite NFL career, wins, championships, production, Julian Edelman has it all. Few players can match that. So,
and you even tweeted him. Did you tweet him?
Yes, and I put out a tweet, definitely a legend, a great, and one of the best to ever do it.
Oh, man.
Congratulations on a great NFL career. And go Flashes, baby.
Go Flashes forever. Now, look, I want to get to a story real quick. Shaquille O'Neal paid for someone's engagement ring at a jewelry store down south somewhere.
Oh, my God.
I want to show you. Look, that's in an Atlanta jewelry store, Josh. Could you imagine? That's the guy right there. And we got a quick little video we want to show you. Could you imagine going to check out and then Shaq comes up and shows and gives a credit card to the clerk to pay the bill? We got a video, y'all? You got the video? Uh-oh. Oh, we don't have a video. Okay, so it's a video. The guy was checking out, and then Shaq casually came over, passed him his credit card, and paid for the engagement ring. But I'd have been like, hold on, wait a minute, Shaq. I had a couple of Rolexes in the back on layaway that I need you to pay for.
I got more jewelry that I need you to buy.
Right. Look, okay, so look, coming up next, you have something to say? We've got a way that you can tell thousands, possibly millions of people.
Yes, and all it takes is a microphone and a little help from our folks in Hudson. You'll find out all about it when we return.
You're watching Cribs in the CLE. Welcome back to Cribs in the CLE. Josh and Maria live.
Welcome back to the show. Now, look, I don't know if our viewers know this, but Josh and I had a podcast like back in the day.
Yeah, we had podcasts.
And I'm thinking it's time for us to bring that back because, for real, the viewers only getting 30 minutes of us right now. Well, a podcast, they can listen to us like 24/7.
I agree with you. This is the one time
I'm telling you.
we agree with each other.
And all the celebrities, like, I think we were doing it a little bit before its time, but now Michelle Obama got one, Oprah got one,
Basically
Barack Obama, the Housewives franchise ladies be having them. So I'm thinking it's time for us to get back going, okay?
Yes, guys. So look, there's a place right here in town, and you can get involved in podcasting too. Check this out.
America's first retail podcast experience has opened right here in historic Hudson, Ohio, and Josh and I are here to check it out. Let's go, baby.
Let's go. What's up, guys? We're here with Brian Howey, the owner of Pod Popular. He's going to tell us all about what he has here.
It's a place for people to learn podcasting, launch podcasts, and even watch people podcast. And it's a place where anybody who's got an idea or a passion project or a business or even moms, dads, and kids can come and podcast.
Now, you wouldn't have any experience in podcasting, would you? Just curious.
I host 3 podcasts myself. So I started producing other people's podcasts, and then we decided, well, let's open sort of a full-scale podcast experience where people can have all of their podcast dreams come true.
Right here.
We handle all the hard parts for them so they can just really focus on having fun podcasting.
So, Brian, this is a one-stop shop, all-you-can-eat podcast.
All you can do. We handle the editing, the production, the marketing, the distribution, so people can just focus on the fun part, which is talking and sharing and having passionate conversations, and that's sort of the business.
Now, hold on, Brian. I don't know if you know, some of our viewers are a little bit more seasoned. They might not even know what a podcast is. Can you explain it to them?
Well, a podcast is sort of an audio recording. It's somewhere between a radio show and a blog. So it's sort of people talk about whatever they are passionate about or whatever they want to share with the world, and it goes out to Apple Podcasts and Spotify and iHeartRadio, and then consumers can consume it whenever their schedule permits while they're doing other things, working out, going to work. It's really accessible fun, easy to consume content.
And Brian's not telling you, you can make some money. I believe podcasting is the wave of the future.
It is. Sponsors and advertisers really like podcasts because it's a really intimate experience. You know, a voice in somebody's head is a powerful thing, and you can learn a lot from a podcast. You can share a lot on a podcast, and people really love enthusiasm and love passion, and podcasting is a good way to share that.
Well, Brian, can you take us on a tour of your facility?
This sure.
Is awesome.
Okay, come on, we're going to go on a tour, you guys. Let's go.
This is what we call our Pop Pod, which is a sort of our mini studio where 3 people can come in. We have a lot of kids do podcasts in here.
Wait a minute, kids can do podcasts?
We run a program called Pod Kids, where kids can learn. Every parent doesn't want their kid to be a YouTube star. So a good compromise is let them have a podcast. It's good for their confidence. It's good for their communication skills, and do that. So that's our soundproof room in here.
Okay.
And then we have our main studio. Oh, we got a little red carpet for you there. Everybody needs a photo op. This is what we call our show studio, where people can come by and watch you from the street. We have 4 people who can podcast in here. You can take calls in here, Zoom in here.
Wait a minute, Brian. You can take calls?
You can take calls. We run everything through our mixing board, so you can have guests from all over the world. We make it sound like people are right in the same room with you.
So hold on. So all you have to do as a customer is come in here, tell you guys what we want out of it, and you guys make it happen.
You don't even have to know that. Some people say, I want to do a podcast and I don't really know what I should talk about. And we will work with you to pull out what we think you're passionate about, what we think you're knowledgeable about. Then we help you find who we think your audience is, and we try and match it all up. And then somebody sits down, puts the headphones on.
See, Brian, I know what I want to talk about, but my thing is, I don't know anything about the audio. I'm not that tech savvy, so I can come
Josh might listen to your podcast, so I don't know if you can talk freely.
Right. Don't say too much. Not too much male bashing. So you mean you take care of all the technical aspects of it? Somebody's supposed to come here, sit down,
come
and
here,
talk.
sit down, and we will turn it into a beautiful podcast.
You also bring their vision to fruition, because they may not know what they need to talk about or what they want.
They're like, or they say, I want to talk about this, but I'm not sure who will listen to this. And then we try and match up what their dream is and pull their podcast out of them and handle the hard parts.
Wow, this is beautiful.
Popular dreams come true here.
Yes, they do. Now, it's only fair that we get on the mics and see what we can do, right?
Right.
Do you mind?
How about it?
Set us up. Let's go, baby.
Okay, all right.
I'll be the host.
Oh, God. How can we both be the host?
Okay. Welcome to the Maria Cribs podcast. I have 2 guests in the room right now. I have Josh and Stephanie.
We're not going to start like that. We're going to welcome you to the Josh and Maria podcast.
Oh my God. Always trying to steal the show.
Stephanie, the marketing genius herself, right here at Pod Populi. Brian has gave us permission to take over the control booth here.
Are we doing this right, Stephanie?
Yeah, you're doing great. Keep going.
Josh, he's kind of known in this city. Would he be more marketable than me?
Uh-oh.
Because I'm really trying to take this show on the road.
Don't get me in trouble, Stephanie.
We could leverage his platform
there you go.
To grow. You're already Googleable, so that is already giving you a leg up.
I love that word, Googleable.
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 Did I just make that up?
That's a good, you should coin that.
I'm gonna coin that term.
Google it.
And then email marketing sequences so that we could set up your content to be heard on different platforms. It could be through email, through social media, through your podcast, get you on local news stations.
So like a blast.
Just a blast, yes. And your content that you create in your podcast will be repurposed. So it could be shareable. People would be sharing it on social media. They would be reposting your podcast. You basically use your audience to spread the word about your podcast.
So, Stephanie, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so we are fiery. We never agree.
Perfect.
What?
We never agree on anything.
No, you're always trying to take over, Josh. And I just want to get to know. I want to just get this thing on. Welcome to the Maria Cribs podcast. Excuse me, sir. You are a guest
my question
here.
is, just relax. What would you, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, or I think I do.
You do, okay.
What would a name be for our podcast show?
Maria runs it all.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, run it. Yeah, yes, I like that.
Maria runs it all. Maria with Josh. No, I'm just joking.
What if we weren't who we are in the community? We're just a couple. We want to do our own thing.
And we happen to be walking in the streets of Hudson and see Pod Populi. How would you help me out?
We know we want to be on the mic,
Yeah.
but we don't know necessarily what we want to do. What would you be your advice then?
We would immediately sit down and kind of just brainstorm about what you're passionate about, what you feel like you could talk about for a long time and not get sick of it.
Now, what's your podcast about?
My podcast is called Who Does She Think She Is?
Who do you think you are?
And it's basically just stories from my life and other women who have created a life by living outside of the box.
Okay. I'm itching to test this thing out, so let's just really act like we have a podcast, okay?
We are. This is what this is.
Ready? 3?
No, hold on. We are already on a podcast.
Okay, we're on a podcast, but I really want to like intro. Let me just intro my thing, okay, babe? Let me just do this, okay? Ready?
Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Josh and Maria Cribs podcast. We are rolling today. We have Stephanie in the building. Hey, Stephanie.
Hi, thanks for having me.
I'm so glad you stopped by today because Josh and I were in the car and we were having a conversation where it got kind of heated where we were talking about, you know, couples moving in together. So you're dating a guy and he wants you to move in, but he wants you to split the bills. What are your thoughts on that?
I think splitting feels like roommates too. It feels cold.
What you splitting? What you splitting? I'm giving you all of this. I ain't splitting a dime.
But if you are a guy, you move in together because you're adults. You're financially becoming stable and you're helping each other save.
Why do you need to split?
Because you might want to buy a house.
Okay.
So then you split it to gather more income for the both of you.
No, because if you weren't with me, if you weren't with me, you were living by yourself, you'd be paying 100% of it. So why do you want to split with me?
Because we probably got a place knowing that we was going to be together. You living with me now, and you're not going to help out at all?
I'll buy groceries. I just feel like, no, I'm not interested. And you know, we're going to have some callers call in. Oh, the lines are blowing up with the callers. Oh, my goodness, this is a hot topic. Thanks, Stephanie, for a little test out. See, babe?
Oh, my
you
God.
did good. Stephanie, thank you so much for all the insight, all the information. I just feel comfortable knowing that if we want to launch a podcast, you have a place like this where we can come, we can just let them do everything else. All we got to do is sit down and talk, and they'll handle that.
You know what? You talk real fast.
Is that a problem? Because, okay.
She is.
People
I have to rewind
tend
it
to
in my
say,
head, like,
okay, I'm sorry. People tend to say that I talk fast, but I just think everybody is listening slow.
Yeah, and what kind of listening?
Can you understand me?
Yes.
So why do you have to point it out?
You know, on the podcast app, they have the ability to go down to 0.5 speed. So if they need to slow it down
You could
to...
just make her change her setting.
Okay, I'm
up.
take it down.
I'm gonna put it out there. Okay, so why I watch a lot of YouTube, right? And so why do I speed everything up? So then when I talk to people in real life, I'm like, why are they talking so slow?
Oh my God.
But Stephanie, thank you so much for all your information and insight.
We good to go.
I had so much fun with Stephanie and Brian. Look, I got to go on Stephanie's podcast, and we already did Brian's podcast.
Right.
But look, I don't talk. Could you see me on here like, welcome to the
So now,
show?
but
I do not talk fast.
what you do is you do the opposite of that. Yeah, welcome to the... So I was going to hear
I'm just so excited to be here.
I'm over here like, Tyson, tell me what you just said. Keep up with me.
So look, you can make some serious money in the podcasting game. So if you're thinking about it and you're like, you don't know how to start because you didn't have the equipment or you're not tech
And it's
savvy.
fun.
I'm
It's
not
a lot
tech
of
savvy.
fun.
You can go to Podcast Popular. I think they're going to be opening up. They have a Hudson location, but they might be coming to downtown Cleveland too
downtown
as well.
as well.
And just check it out. And actually, we checked out the prices,
Right.
and they were pretty affordable. So check them out and just get started. Quit procrastinating and get started. And Podcast Popular will help you out.
Will help you
And we
out.
got more cribs in the
Stop it,
See
man.
how me when we return, don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Come on, Josh.
You're watching Cribs in the CLE. You're watching Cribs in the CLE.
Welcome back to the show. Now, Josh, I got to show you this video.
Okay.
Could you imagine having a roommate that has a child, okay, like a toddler?
All right.
And then you do this to the toddler. Check this out.
Oh my God. That's not good, man. He is.
Look at this.
He can't even get the costume off.
Look. No, he didn't even try to take it off. He's trying to, look, and then by the time he gets it off his head, the kid is out of the room. Could you imagine the trauma? This kid's gonna grow up with a fear of bears.
That started out as a good idea. It looked like one of the kids' favorite teddy bears or something.
I mean, not when you're sleeping. Could you imagine, even a grown-up, you'd be sleeping in bed. You could imagine me coming in there with a big old...
You already, look, when you already sleep, you already look at things in the room and it's like, is that somebody staring
I
at me?
have so many questions about that video. Where did he get that costume from?
Exactly. Like, do you prepare? He probably do that for parties.
And why did you? Yeah. Why did you decide to just traumatize the baby like that? Look, you guys, we love y'all so much for watching. Tomorrow, we know where you're gonna be.
Right here with us, watching Cribs in the CLE.
I was gonna say, right here with us. Have a good day.
You're watching Cribs in the CLE.